Hi everyone, this is Lisa Espinosa, spiritual career coach and modern day priestess. I am so happy to be here with you today on day 7 of the Priestess Novena. Yes, we have 2 more days remaining. Thank you, all of you who've been here from day 1, and welcome any of you who are just joining us right now. And if you're new to my work, hello Donna. The focus of everything I do is to help my clients, my students, people who are drawn to what I offer, to connect with the wisdom of their soul and to share their medicine. And this practice of the Priestess Novena comes from my upcoming book, Birthing the Priestess Within. And it's really this beautiful, precious 9-day journey where I invite you to say this prayer invocation or priestess invocation that I wrote, and to sit on the infinity point in stillness. The goal is for 9 minutes. Now, I do say in that chapter in my book that if 9 minutes seems like very long for you, and you know, if you're new to this and you want to start with 3 minutes and then work your way up to 6 and then work your way up to 9, that's perfectly fine. Now we are, I do these public novenas because it's very powerful to do it together. So when we do it together, we do sit for 9 minutes, and it's easier in a lot of ways to do it with the collective energy. So welcome. And every novena that I've done, hello Teresa, has had a theme, and the theme of this novena is being the light of the world, right? How important to know, to remember that you are the light, and to have the intention of clearing, releasing layers of anything that can block that light, right? Can dim the light. Because right now, always, but really right now for sure, the world needs us, all of us, as bright as we can be, right? To really help navigate the energy. Hello, Jan. Yeah, when we come together, we're these beautiful, just network of light. So let's go ahead and just take some nice breaths as we open up our circle. And use your breath to bring you back to your heart, to connect you with the earth, to connect you with your womb. Whether you're a female or a male, or maybe you don't identify with either of those genders, we all have wombs. We all have a space of creation. So connecting to that space and visualizing roots of light going down your legs and out the bottoms of your feet all the way to the heart of the earth. And just let your soul be in charge of releasing and clearing anything that could get in the way of you fully being present here. You don't need to know what it is unless your soul decides it's helpful for you to know. But sometimes it isn't, it's just distracting. So just having that intention of like, okay, if it doesn't serve me, if it's unnecessary, I'm willing to let it go. And as that release happens, knowing that the earth will compost and recycle whatever we release when we do it with intention. And then all of our roots connecting with each other, all of you who are here live, all of you who are listening to the replay, as we connect our roots together, creating this beautiful container, this vessel, this alchemical space of transmutation, of healing, of release, of miracles. And it's so amazing to me that I don't even know all the people who watch this. And you might know some and you might not know others. And plus we don't know who will ever watch this. And yet it is no accident that we are all here together, right? That we get to benefit from each other's medicine. It's so beautiful. So as we connect and create this vessel, this container, it's an empowered connection. Right? We keep our boundaries, we feel our own presence. And then breathing in, breathing in this beautiful energy of the group, energy from the earth, from your beautiful roots, your beautiful energy from your lineage, those wise medicine women and medicine men, enlightened medicine women and medicine men in your lineage. And bringing that energy up your legs and up your back, up to the crown of your head. Feeling so present. And just feeling the power of day 7. And feeling the energy. And bringing the palms of your hands over your heart center. Breathing into your heart. Just asking your soul, beautiful soul, what do I need the most today? When I sit in stillness for these 9 minutes, what do I need the most? What do I need the most? What do I need the most? Is there something you're guiding me to release? Hello, Amy. Is there something you're guiding me to release, to let go of? And then is there something you're guiding me to embrace? Is there something you're guiding me to embrace? And just receive the answers in your heart, knowing that your soul always answers you, whether you're aware yet of the answer or not. And let's go ahead and welcome your angels, your guides, your spiritual teachers, your spiritual team to surround you. And I welcome just a circle of grace and love and miracles. I know I keep using that word, but that word just keeps coming to surround and bless this space. That all of you who are here, whether you're here live or hearing the replay, whether you hear the replay today or in 10 years, doesn't matter. It's all going to be imprinted in this transmission, that you receive the miracles that are here for you in your career and in every part of your life. So let's do our presence, our mudra, priestess mudra of presence. And it's so interesting. I'm keeping my hand in my heart, so let's try that. Keep your left hand on your heart, bringing your right hand up, coming down as we say, I am present, I am here. And let's do this again. I am present, I am here. And one more time. I am present, I am here. Welcome, precious flower. So it's so interesting as we do this, I feel like we're bringing that sword, right? That sword of truth into our heart. And as I was preparing today, I pulled a card, or this morning when I was meditating, and I'm going to show it to you. I didn't know I was going to do this, but this is what my soul is saying. I posted it on Instagram, actually. You might have seen it, and actually bringing all these things. So this card, and it says, The Last Cloak, Release Old Identities, Magnificence Realized. I don't know if you can see, she's got a swirl on her forehead. I'd never gotten this. This is a fairly new deck, and it has like 88 cards. So there's a lot of cards I haven't seen, and I hadn't gotten this one before. And the whole message, The Last Cloak, is this shedding of skin. So I just want you to take that in, right? This shedding of skin, this, what it calls in this message, removing the cloaks, removing the old identities, right? It's like the dance of the 7 veils, right? Removing the veils, the old identities, the masks, anything that has been covering up your light, and that perhaps at some point in your life was necessary, was helpful, but now your soul is saying that it's outgrown it. Oh, you know what? I just want to show, because I always want to give credit to, this is from this Lemurian Star Child Oracle. There are not a lot of Oracle decks that I put little flags in. But this one I do. I highly recommend it if you're ready for it. So precious, so beautiful. But anyway, let's go back. So this message of removing the last cloak, the last veil. And as I was reading that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so perfect. And so as we come to the end, get close to the end of the novena, come to the, the winter solstice coming up, and Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, or just all the light festivals in this month, and of course the end of 2020, that question of what's the last cloak, right? The last veil, the last identity, mask, skin like a snake, that your soul is saying, release. It's time to release it. You're ready. And as you release that, knowing that you can, with that release, there's this emergence of your light, right? There's this beautiful emergence. There's this beautiful transparency that allows your light to, first of all, bless you first, and then bless the world. So it felt really, I knew clearly that today when we stepped into the 9-minute, into our temple and into this 9-minute stillness meditation, that it's this invitation from your soul to release, to shed the skin, right? To shed the skin. And maybe the first thing is getting some clarity on what is that last cloak that you're being invited to shed? What is an identity that you've held so close that perhaps you're so used to holding, or it's felt like a safety blanket, but now it's a smothering blanket, even if you don't realize it? What is whether it's the identity as a helper, as a rescuer, as someone who does it all alone, right? As a, whatever it is, what is that identity that you're still seeing yourself through that lens, but your soul is saying, it's an old lens. You've outgrown that. You can shed that last cloak. You can shed that skin. You're ready. The world is ready for more of your light. So I want to enter our temple and ask a couple, just kind of be with that exploration first, and then we will enter those 9 minutes, and together we will dissolve, we will release with great love and compassion and even gratitude, because these veils, these old cloaks, old identities might have helped you, might have been, I'm sure you learned a lot from them. And now it's just time. It's like when you look at your closet and you're like, you see all these clothes that you never wear, that you've outgrown, and it's like time to donate them, right? So this is what we're doing with identities of ours, that it's just time to release. All right, so let's go ahead and close our eyes. And see that beautiful doorway, that gateway, that threshold, that's the entrance to the temple, right? That we've been walking in for these 9-day journey. Today is day 7. If this is your first day, this is fine. But visualize this doorway, this gateway in front of you. And as that doorway opens, you're stepping into that crystalline temple, right? The temple of your soul, the temple of your I am presence. And what's interesting today, I noticed right away that as you step inside, there's this room that I had not noticed, hello Karen, before. It's probably just appeared today, this this room, like before the main room with the infinity symbol, right? It's this, the foyer, I don't know, the foyer of your temple. And this room, as you enter it, is full of mirrors. So as you step inside this room, everywhere you look, there's your reflection. And remember that this is in your temple of your soul, of your I am presence. So this is a love. Everything here is love, is compassion. So as you see all these different, look at the mirrors and see the different reflections. You might just see different angles of you. You might see different ages of yourself. You might, if you've done past life work, or even if you haven't, you might see other lifetimes. Just notice all the different, notice the different reflections of who you are. And just breathe as you notice. And having your beautiful soul next to you, your soul that loves you unconditionally. And as you look at these reflections, ask your soul to show you any reflection. It might just be one, or maybe it's more than one, where it is showing you a part of you that's wearing a mask or a cloak or something that represents an old identity that you can release. So you're not releasing aspects of yourself. You're releasing what's covering up the light of this aspect of you, of this part of you. So as you look at the reflections, notice, where does your soul guide you? Is there a part that's, hiding under, gosh, it's so interesting. I see a part that's hiding under a lot of makeup, which is interesting because I don't wear a lot of makeup or any makeup except for lipstick. So, but maybe you see a part that has a lot of paint on their face or makeup, or is wearing a mask, or is wearing clothes that you're kind of like, I don't even like those clothes. And that part doesn't even like those clothes. It's just an identity that it's picked up. So have your soul is in charge. So notice which reflection it's showing you. And it might just be a very subtle shift. It might be that you've done so much work, that you have so much authenticity already, and yet there's these little subtle veils, these little subtle shedding of skin that needs to happen. So let your soul just show you very lovingly. And it might happen beyond your conscious awareness, but just trust. And if your soul is showing you one of those mirrors, that's showing you something that can be released, just go ahead and release it, however it is. Just give it permission to release whatever is that old identity. And I'm seeing this mirror with all these different reflections. And when I said that, it's because they were all kind of in their own scene. And when I said that they could release the old, it's just kind of like they all stopped. And it seemed to me like almost like all of them had something that they could release in the center. So in my vision, I see all these beautiful ornate mirrors. Kind of like in Harry Potter, where the paintings kind of move, the people in the paintings, if you're a Harry Potter fan like I am. If not, just imagine that. So these parts were all kind of in their scene, these reflections of you or reflections of me that I'm seeing. Some don't even look like me. And when I said that they could release anything that's old, ready to be released, anything that's been part of their identity that your soul is saying, you've outgrown, they can release. They stopped and they just, all of them toss something into the floor. Some a whole bunch of stuff, and some just little, just like a little subtle thing that they're like, okay, I'm releasing that. Release that old identity. Remember that your soul never asks you to release something that you're not ready to release. It never asks you to release something that will hurt you or other people. Your soul is always leading you to evolution, to more love for yourself and others. So trust whatever's unfolding for you in this moment as these different reflections of you release and put in the center anything that represents old identities, old labels, old beliefs about who you are, old roles. And as that feels complete, whether you're clear on all the details, it's okay. Your soul can operate beyond your logical understanding. Hello, Annette. And now you're stepping into the deeper temple now, right? The temple of your I Am presence. And as you step into this temple, that's where you see that beautiful infinity symbol, right? Engraved into the floor. Notice how it looks like today. Notice if has light, if there's a color, if there's special crystals there. And as I've said before, I always see it as this clear quartz, this temple of clear quartz, but even more clear than clear quartz. And so you're in there, you see the infinity symbol, and now that you've released all these veils, you're feeling like, oh, you can receive so much more. And what are you receiving? You're receiving more of yourself. You're receiving more of who you are. You're saying goodbye to what is done. So let's go ahead and sit on that infinity point. And if you don't know what I mean, you can see the cover of my book, right? And see that infinity symbol, and you're sitting on that center of infinity. Start to feel how blessed you are to be sitting in your own beautiful I Am Presence temple. What's happening here is you're sitting, you're dwelling in your own sacred space. You know, that prayer invocation that we're going to say in a few moments, that last line, you know, for I have finally, what does it say? For I have finally found my place, right? And so this represents that place. What is that place? That you are home. You are your home. Our physical home is a representation of our internal home, right? So this, you know, sitting on this infinity point, you are home. So let's go ahead and take our candle. And I have mine lit up. And I know yesterday I almost unlit it because the wax, the way when it's at the bottom, it's a lot of liquid in there. So here you go. Look at how much wax has been melted. And if you're watching this and you don't have your candle, that's okay. If this was your first day, trust that you arrived just in time, and you can go back and do day one and all the way to the previous days if you haven't done them. All right, so we are going to do our invocation. If you don't receive my newsletter, you can sign up on my website, lisaespinosa.net, and you'll receive my newsletter, and I send this invocation through that. So let's get ready. Sit so comfortably and with so much self-love. Hello, Leticia. And we're going to start. As this candle burns, my soul within me burns. As this wax melts, resistance in me melts. 9 days to clear lifetimes of fear. As I give, I receive. As I heal, I am healed. Doors open, I walk through. I am ready for the new. Abundance flows with ease and grace, for I have finally found my place. All right, so let's put our candle down. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to put this clipboard down, and I'm going to get the time set up here. All right, so I'm going to start this. We're going to be in our temple for 9 minutes. I will see you on the other side, everyone, and whatever unfolds is perfect. All right, let's begin. start taking some nice cleansing breaths. And some nice stretches. If you have your tea, take your tea. Today I have my Be Brave cup. It always tastes better after the 9 minutes. So welcome back, everyone. If there's anything you want to share in the comments, feel free to do that. Anything about your experience. And hello, Edgar. Making sure that just reminding you not to judge however it unfolds, you know. And it's so not a linear process, because you can have a day where it feels very calm and peaceful, and then the next day your mind's all over the place, right? It's just like we still show up, and we trust that whatever needs to unfold inside is unfolding. So I want to pull 2 cards for you just to remind you. Oh, and to say what the time for the novena is tomorrow, because I can't do it at 7 tomorrow. So tomorrow's all days are big days, but tomorrow there's a lot going on. So tomorrow at 10, just to remind you, is the last virtual career Reiki of 2020. So excited. And it's going to be more of what we did today, of just releasing the layers, releasing the covers, receiving your word for 2021, receiving that deep heart prayer you have for 2021, activating your heart's unified field. It's going to be a lot. And the virtual career Reiki, if you haven't done it before, you know, this is where you you can just lie down if you want, or I'm doing, you know, long distance Reiki and just just channeling all the healing that you need. And it is recorded, so you can listen to the replay if you don't get to attend live. And even if you do attend live, if you want to just keep accessing it over and over to receive more healing, you can do that, and it's $33. I would love to see you. That is the links on my website, events page, on my Facebook page, and I send it out through my newsletter. So we'll do that 10 to 11. I'll do the novena after that. So like 11:30, I'll be starting the novena tomorrow. I hope you can join me for that. Of course, it will be recorded if you can't do it at that time and you need to do the replay. And then at 7, I will be at Solder World Wellness Center, and I'm so excited. This is my first live streamed anything, so we shall see how this goes. So I will be there in that beautiful space. If you've never been to Solder World, it's so their meditation room is gorgeous, so beautiful, has these murals, and the energy is so amazing. And we used to do these in person, and now they're starting to do them remote, but I'll be there. So you register online and you receive a link so you can see me there, and I'll be leading a special meditation and mantra and lots of cool stuff at 7, which is why I can't do the novena. I considered combining the 2, but I thought some people might be like, what is she doing? You know, so I hope you can join me. If you join me for all 3, I feel like I should give you a prize. But of course, I understand whatever you can attend. The Solder World meditation is a love donation, so between $5 to $20, I think they say. All right, hello Aurelia. So let's do the cards, and then we will be done. So this is the fairy. I've been really vibing with the fairies, the nature angels. So let's see what the message is for you. Ooh, 2 messages, 2 cards popped up. Okay, so, oh my gosh, so perfect. So first one, holiday. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. All right, so I know many of you there's holiday celebrations or time coming. So this is saying important revelations are coming during this time. And then we have get some exercise. As your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. All right, remember your body is the vessel for your soul. So don't ignore guidance like this, right? It's so important. And whatever that means for you, what, you know, your form of exercise might look very different than others. But it's saying move your body, tend to your body, love your body. All right, and then I'm just going to do one from Denise Lynn's Gateway Oracle. Let's see, what's the message? Mending Bridges. I love this card. It says, I heal rifts. I am a mender. Look at this beautiful card. This bridge. So this is this message of what it says, that you are a mender, whether that's in your family, whether that's across generations. There's some form of bridge building that's part of your medicine. This doesn't mean that you're a rescuer and then you've got to like take on other people's drama, right? It might very well be an internal mending that you do, that your inner meditations, your inner healing is mending the quilt of those familial lines or lines across generations with people that were important in your life. So you are a mender. So beautiful. All right, everyone, thank you so much. It was so great. It's always so great to see you. And today was day 7, so we just have 2 more days, day 8 and day 9. And I hope to see you tomorrow. And thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. See ya. Oh, yes, Jenny. I said tomorrow the novena time's at 11:30. 10 to 11, I'm doing the virtual career Reiki. 11:30, I'll do the novena. 7 o'clock, I'll be at Saturn World. I feel like a little bit like I'm a Broadway star. Yeah, thank you, Jan. Yes, so I hope to see you all. Bye, everyone. See ya. Thanks, Jan, for putting that on there.